you're all confused because I am not regretting my vote. To me, it became a clear choice as soon as Harris and Walz both decided to say that mis and disinformation was not covered underneath the First Amendment. Freedom of speech is a Trump.
I'm going to pause it right there for a second. We're going to get back to the rest of the video, and I'm sorry, but we need to talk about something real quick before I forget. The fact that you think that it should be okay to spread mis and disinformation because freedom of speech is the problem with this country. Mis and disinformation was spread so wildly that people around this country are regretting their vote for T because they believed everything he said and are coming to find out later that everything he said was a lie. It was disinformation. Holding political officials to a higher standard, saying, hey, these people trust you, don't lie to them. You think that we shouldn't do that? And then you voted for the guy who's doing that, who's spreading lies and disinformation. And you were like, yeah, that's the guy for me, over the woman who has obviously a higher education, more knowledge, more etiquette. She is way more experienced in politics than this man ever is or was. But you think because they said that mis and disinformation is not free speech, and I fucking agree with it 110%. That means don't fucking lie. Don't be a fucking liar, because you know what, lady? You can't scream fire in a packed movie theater and when the stampede occurs, have no accountability for what you've done. And essentially spreading disinformation in this timeline is shouting fire in a crowded building. But let's get back to the rest of what you fucking said.
I'm not going to vote for anyone that threatens it. Trump's an idiot and an asshole, but he was the lesser of two evils in my perspective. And this is the first time in my adult life I've ever voted red.
He was the lesser of two evils. He's literally the evil. The man who's backed up by the Triple K, the Proud Boys, the Oath Keepers. The man who sicked an entire riotous mob on the Capitol and spread their shit on the walls. The man who's pushing Project 2025, who wants to roll back civil rights era protections for black and brown people and on top of LGBTQ Americans, who's about to deport millions of people who have legal asylum claims. Because that disinformation they spread didn't include the fact that these people working here pay billions of dollars a year in taxes and they don't get anything back out of it. They do the jobs that white fat Americans don't want to do. They do the jobs that lazy fucking Americans would never be caught dead doing. And your fucking vegetables and your fruit is going to cost 1,000,000 times more. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but it's going to be super fucking expensive. Because there will be nobody there to pick it. You'll be lucky if it exists at all on your fucking table, if you can find it. The fact that this man is more racist than any other president I've ever seen in my existence. Openly, blatantly, his entire cabinet hates women. His Pete Hegseth, whatever the fuck his name is, he wants women out of the military. He wants women back in the kitchen, barefoot and pregnant. This man is a pig. He's a sleaze. And you're like, yeah, that's the guy for me. He's the lesser of two evils. Are you fucking kidding me, lady? Your judgment is fucking fucked. Your judgment is fucked up. No one wants to side with you guys right now. Nobody. Because the bottom line here is, and I hope that you stayed this long, but the bottom line is that it has been decades of people voting for rich millionaires who look out for corporations instead of voting for the Democrats who have been looking out for the little guy, for the workers, for decades and decades and decades. And it is the continued pattern of electing Republicans who tell you they're for the working man but vote for the corporation. Our necks are their stairs to the top. And yes, you got that part right. But the reason we're here is because of people like you. You can't say, I'm ready for the collective and the revolution, when you voted for the reason we need a revolution. What the fuck, lady?